Today, I'm making a smoked braised beef short ribs on the 18-inch Weber kettle using very minimal gear. By the end of this video, you're going to see how far you can push a basic kettle grill like this, and you're going to learn why you don't need a ton of fancy equipment to cook something very delicious. Let me show you. I picked up these short ribs from my local Mexican market. They have nice marbling and they're gonna smoke up great. I was actually surprised that I saw them cut up this way and I got excited. Now, would I prefer to have them whole? Well, absolutely. But I think these are perfect for today's purpose. First, I added Worcestershire sauce as a binder. If you follow the channel, you know I don't normally use binders. But in this case, the meat needed a little moisture for the rub to stick. Worcestershire sauce also adds a nice layer of flavor. For the seasoning, I use Montreal steak seasoning. This stuff is awesome. Now, if you've never tried it, you need to pick some up. It's incredibly versatile and it works great for more than just steaks. It's also a thicker rub, and I love thicker rubs because of that crust that they help create. I season all sides of the meat, including the bone side. Now, the bone side often gets neglected, but even a light dusting makes a difference. Make sure to get all the edges too, and pick up any other rub that fell onto your board. Let's talk grill setup. I'm using the Weber 18-inch kettle and I'm dropping in the S&S charcoal basket. The basket helps create 2 zones for indirect smoking. It also helps keep the charcoal contained, burn evenly, and it also stops the small lump pieces from falling through the grates. I'm going to be going waterless on this cook. I don't have all my gear with me, so we're going to keep things simple as possible. I lit the fire using a Weber starter cube and I stacked a few of the thick pieces of lump on top so additional charcoal gets a chance to light up. Now, part of this video is to show you that you do not need any fancy grills or equipment. You can grab a used kettle off Marketplace like I did, or Craigslist. The 18-inch Weber doesn't get as much love on YouTube, so I wanted to showcase it here and show you that it's totally capable of doing some amazing cooks. About 15 minutes later, once the charcoal was burning clean, I placed the ribs on the grill. On the indirect side, my target temperature was between 250 degrees Fahrenheit and 275 degrees Fahrenheit. This grill has no lid thermometer, and I didn't have any pit probes, so I can't verify the temperature exactly. But you know what? Based on my experience, this grill should be running around that temperature. Top vent was fully open. Bottom vent was about a quarter open. The vent is placed over the meat so that the smoke and airflow run across the ribs. I didn't spritz today, but rotating the ribs every so often helps get an even bark. And by every so often, is just whenever you could remember. Every hour, every 2 hours, just whenever. If you do want to spritz, a combination of water and vinegar, or pickle juice, or beef broth all work really great for a spritz. The beauty of low and slow is that it's very forgiving. You won't burn anything up, I promise. Just check every hour or so and make sure that the fire is still going. Eventually, the bark is going to form nicely. After about 3.5 hours, the bark looked great. So now it was time to wrap. I made a little foil boat and poured in some beef broth to start the braise. Wrapping it up helps speed up the cook and it keeps the ribs nice and juicy. Be careful not to puncture the foil when wrapping, or you're going to lose all that precious juice. Now, since these beef short ribs are covered in foil, they're really not going to absorb any more smoke flavor. So the source of heat really doesn't matter anymore. As Harry Sue likes to say, BTUs are BTUs. To keep the fire going, I switched over to briquettes. Alternatively, you could save a little bit of the charcoal and bring these inside the house to braise in the oven until they're nice and tender. But it's really your call. Dang, it got dark quick. I didn't have any of my lighting equipment to get a nice grill shot, so I took these inside to check for tenderness. I also don't have a thermometer to check for temperature, but tenderness is our best indicator to know when these beef short ribs are going to be done. Let's go ahead and unwrap and check things out. And as you can see, the fork slid right into the ribs and they are very tender. I could have really shredded the meat, but for presentation, I sliced it and I keep the bone detached. I served it over some creamy mashed potatoes. Then I poured on some homemade au jus, which was made by reducing beef broth with some carrots, celery, and onions. And that's it. A beautiful, rich, flavorful, fancy meal made on this small used Weber kettle. And I hope this video inspires you to cook something fancy.